from Springfield, Missouri.
Hi, I am a huge fan, and
Why, thank you.
unfortunately I have not had the opportunity to travel all over the world like you have, but as a restaurant owner, one of the big joys and pleasures that I have is not just the preparation of the food and the serving of the wine and the pairing, but it's also the connection with people. And you were talking about empathy earlier, and even though I live in a small city, it's amazing the people that walk into my door, and they've made my life bigger. So my question to you is, of all the places that you traveled, have you met the one person that has had such a huge impact on you? Is there like a woman in a hut somewhere that was so amazing, or? I didn't mean it like that.
Yes. Yes, there was.
Mary G, this is a G-rated show.
So go ahead. This is Russ and Kevin and Alyssa. Alicia, go ahead, eat that while it's hot. Make sure to ooh and ah a lot. Very simple, rustic, and you can see, you can see even the little liquid puddling up on mine. It's soupy but not soupy, right? Kind of a really good asapao. Where is, and hold on, I'll get to your question because it's my favorite topic.
Thank God.
Of all, I mean, I'd rather talk about this than just about everything. Dominican Republic, get over here.
Aww.
Yay.
You tell, oh, really? Uh-oh. You're calling your kid, hi! You're welcome. So here's the deal. Great question, by the way.
That was awesome.
So the food and no angry tweets. We're all here. We're on the same profession. This is the National Restaurant Association show. It's 8 million rooms this big, right? The world is not made up of sheet pans and Hobart mixers and Wusthof Trident knives, right? The world is made up of people. People are what make the world so special. If there were no people there, we would just be standing in a room all alone by ourselves with Wusthof Trident knives and Hobart mixers and sheet pans, wondering what to do, and we'd be miserable. And like that Twilight Zone episode with Burgess Meredith, over. You'd lose your mind, right? The world is all about people. The tribal people around the world have a skill set vastly superior to ours. Vastly superior. In a true tribal system, especially in some of the world's 27 protected tribes, I've been lucky enough to do shows and live with over half of them. Every member of the tribe, by the time they're a teenager, is a doctor, a veterinarian, an engineer, a warrior, right? A cook, a cattle rancher, a forager, right? You have to contribute in every sense of the tribe. So I've absorbed a lot of wisdom from these people where they look at me like I'm the idiot, because I am. Because I come from a modern world where I have to be reminded of these certain basic, simple truths. So I don't know if any people saw my Botswana show. Did you see my show in Botswana?
Yeah.
So I was with the Zhuntwazi, one of the world's first peoples, literally first peoples. They're the tribe that lives where anthropologists believe the very first watering hole is in southern Africa, that man walked out of in search of meat with more fat in it so that we would all be here today. We're all from southern Africa. And they did a trance dance and did some things that if I hadn't recorded it on video, I wouldn't believe you if you told me. These people are the most skilled people in the world, and two of the shamans there are two of the three people in the world that anthropologists believe can actually transport themselves. I know this sounds crazy. Go watch my Botswana show and you will see what I mean. So this guy performed some hocus pocus on me that I didn't know. It's like he went into my mind. I could see him flipping through the book of my life. I mean, it was like I burst into tears when he came out of this trance and stopped touching me. I mean, it was lunacy. So I waited for him. He went to sleep. I waited outside his hut. I had to grab him right away because I didn't want to ever think someone interfered and somehow disrupted me finding out what. I mean, it's like Bill Murray in Caddyshack. I mean, I had my Gunga Galunga moment, and I said to this man, Bohm, who's one of the 2 shamans of the tribe, I said, "What were you doing when you touched me?" And I felt this, and I didn't tell him what I had felt. And he just interrupted me. He said, "I was looking at the book of your life," and it freaked me out. I started bawling again, and I immediately, he's like walking away from me because he was done with me. And I asked him, I said, why are we here? What's our purpose on this planet? This is the first thing that came out of my mouth, and it was so saccharine. And so, but you know, there's a reason that we've been asking that question since the dawn of human civilization, because you know, we're on this rock, seemingly hurtling nowhere, just spinning around, lots of problems in our world, civics, not politics, civics. I was just curious, what is this person who seemingly has the magic keys to the kingdom? And he laughed at me, and he said, "We're supposed to love one another," and walked away, shaking his head. Once again, I could tell, I don't speak Juntwazi, it's clicks and whistles, and I know he was muttering, "What an idiot." I mean, I know it. That was given to me as a gift on more than one occasion in more than one tribal environment. And it's why I encourage people to get out and travel, because the power of travel is transformative. You become the best version of yourself on the road, right? You put yourself out there, you take risks, you learn stuff, and hopefully you import some of them back into your own life. I've just done it so much, I just bring tons of this stuff back and I try to channel all that stuff. But where's Japan? Where's the lady going to Japan?
She